All right, so hi, my name is Kaylin Hernandez Perez. I'm going to the Marine Corps after high school, and I'm part of the Academy of Information Technology at our Red Bank Regional High School.
And I'm Marley Hernandez, and I'm going to be attending Drexel University. And I'm going to be going into computing and security technology, which is essentially cybersecurity. And I'm also part of the Academy of IT at RBR. So about the project, we wanted to make a game that was just an online version of the VR game Beat Saber. And so we know the game has already been a hit with the VR, and a lot of people enjoy it. So we just wanted to make some way that everyone can enjoy it without having a VR headset. And essentially, a target audience would probably be fans of the game, whether they've actually played it or not, and just people who enjoy rhythm games in general.
All right, so now we're going to go into the demo and the struggles. First, I guess we'll cover the struggles. The big one was Marley can further explain this one. You
Yeah,
can go ahead.
because while Kaylin was able to actually get Unity on her computer, I couldn't. And so I didn't have as much hands-on access to the game. And the same goes for when it came to coding for all the different aspects, because when we were actually in school, I was able to get the coding done. But with everything that's happened since then, it's made things a lot harder. And so I don't have as much hands-on access with the game.
Yeah, and also since the programming in C# was new to us, VS Code would usually have IntelliSense, as I've seen like on other tutorials, but mine didn't have that, and so it made it harder to know what functions were available for every class that I would make. And
Hmm.
also, one of the bigger ones throughout my entire like journey of coding this game, was just the canvas to make sure it fits on all screens. I didn't really know exactly how to make sure of it, and then I got it working on one scene, and then the other scene it just wouldn't work. But I think that I've made it so that it worked for all screens. We'll just see in the demo right now.
And then I think one of the biggest changes to the game was after everything with COVID, we didn't have access to the VR headset in school, and so we had to essentially work around that and change the game because when we originally coded it, it was coded for the VR headset. But since we don't have access to it, we had to change it so that way it worked with the keyboard input rather than the actual controls with VR.
Yeah. So we can go on with the demo. So essentially, I just put instructions here, pretty much explaining that it's a two-player game and that the red saber has to hit the red blocks, and same thing goes for the blue. And whoever gets to 31st wins, but then if someone touches the opposite color, they will lose 2 points. I put a button here to make sure that it goes on to the next scene, which is the game. And I'm not sure if you can hear the music, but there's music that go along with this. And the red saber is controlled with a WASD. It can't go like outside of the map. And then the blue keys, same as um, functionality, just the arrow keys. And let's move Marley. The player 2 is blue, and then the red is player 1, so that every time it would go like this, it adds 2 points. And then if red hits red, then same thing. Oh, I missed. But it adds 2 points like that. And then if the opposite color touches, then they will lose 2 points. And same thing. But the premise of the game is just to reach to 30. So now that I'm going to reach 30, it's going to stop my entire game and tell the people that whoever got to 31. So in this case, blue wins,
Hmm.
and that's my entire game. That's our entire game. And yeah, I mean, this is the assets and everything that I've used and the different scenes that I was talking about.